Welcome to Mixed Signals, broadcasting from somewhere just beyond the edge of good judgment on the planet Florbus.
I'm Lynx.
And I'm Nox.
We're two alien cats trying to make sense of human news, strange ideas, and whatever else drifts through the cosmic static.
Every episode, we tune into these signals bouncing around your world, current events, weird stories, and the occasional thought that probably should have stayed in deep space.
So adjust your antenna, clear the interference, and settle in.
Because if the signal sounds a little mixed, you're probably listening to the right show.
Alright, we are going. Alright, so there's a couple of interesting topics that I would like to go over today. First one being, Claude has a couple of interesting updates from Anthropic. They want to make it a little bit more useful to people who are using it, but it comes with a level of risk. Then there's...
Doesn't everything come with a level of risk?
Yeah, you're not wrong. Then there's some interesting science news regarding semiconductors. They've found a way to make them better. Then Dead by Daylight Studio decides to acquire the 7 Days to Die team, the Fun Pimps. So that's something else that's happening. NASA has an interesting update regarding a potential moon base. And CERN are a bunch of crazy people.
Unless people have been living on a rock, everybody knows about CERN.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and dive on into our first topic.
Dive on in.
Excuse me. Anthropic says Claude can now use your computer to finish tasks for you in AI Agent Push.
Well, doesn't that sound sexy? Anthropic.
Oh, whoa. So yes, actually, it does sound sexy for somebody who's an AI enthusiast such as myself. However, I would be remiss to mention that this does come with risks.
Everything comes with risks.
I mean, it gives it access to your entire computer.
Oh no! Windows 11. No! Oh wait.
Fair point.
I'm just trying to say at this point in time, if you read any of your terms and searches, if anything, what privacy?
Exactly.
You don't own anything on your own computer.
You know what? If they're going to take away all of our privacy rights anyways, then you may as well give us something useful in exchange.
No, if they're going to take away my privacy and watch me, I want to get paid.
I want to get paid.
Well, am I wrong? If people are watching me when I'm taking a shit, if people are watching me when I'm watching a movie, if people are watching me when I'm banging my old lady, I want to get paid.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And I want to mention, how does this work exactly? Like with the Christian God, like, okay, so sorry, God, we didn't do porn, but all our interactions were recorded and 10 trillion people saw it.
I don't know how that works. I think a lot of that has to do with intention. Like if you willingly go out and engage in something that you know is going to lead to you getting... I don't really know how you would... That's a difficult one to...
We're not pastors. I was just bringing up a point. You do not have to
that's a difficult one
try
to
figure it out.
It really is a difficult one to unpack.
Well, this is my problem with kind of like religion in general. Not that I don't believe in anything. It's just if you think about it, it's impossible to walk a straight line and make it to heaven nowadays, or any kind of afterlife.
Oh, well, no. I think that's one of the things about Christianity is that it's aware that you can't walk a perfect line, and that it knows that everyone is a sinner. That's one of the things that I
Right,
have to
but
say
I
that
mean,
Christianity does have good merit on.
oh no, it's the Bible. I believe what it stands for: basic instructions for leaving Earth, basically like the guide to how to act. But no one follows it. That's my problem. Like I've met so many people that say they believe in God that do the exact opposite.
Yeah, see, I am not a biblical man by any means. Never have been, never will be. Just because of the lifestyle that I lead, I'm married to another man. Obviously, by that alone, I can't be a Christian.
I don't know. The Catholic Church allows women to preach, and other churches allow women to
The
preach, and that's
Catholic
against the
Church is
Bible.
so far gone from what it should be.
Man, we just get hate from everywhere. We said fuck Nintendo, and now you're saying fuck the Catholics. Anybody else you'd like to piss off
Yeah,
before we even
atheists.
start?
The atheists, man, the atheists are the worst of the worst. I can understand being agnostic and leaving it like potential. Okay, maybe there is, maybe there isn't. I can understand that perspective, but to just say outright, "No, there's no fucking way. There's no way there's a God." You're fucking ignorant. Okay, because you don't know that. Okay.
My stance is when it comes to gods or God, that if you think about how old the world is, if there is one, and with how the world has evolved over time, we wouldn't know its name or even understand how to or even begin to understand how to worship it.
My perspective is that the human mind is too small to comprehend God. So even if we could perceive him or it or whatever, you wouldn't know it. You'd have no fucking clue what you were looking at.
Well, yeah, that's why in the Bible it talks about, like or hell, it actually even talks about Jesus. He walked through the street and no one believed he was Messiah, only a few people. Because if Jesus were to walk into a modern church nowadays, I'm sorry, the buildings they call churches, not an actual church,
A church is a congregation
they
or a
they
group of
would
people.
cast him out because what Jesus would say would go against their rhetoric.
Mm-hmm. One of my favorite Jesus stories was the one where he beat the preachers. He whooped
Beat the
them.
preachers.
Yeah, Jesus Christ beat preachers.
You're talking about when he grabbed the whip in the market area, right? Give to Caesar what is Caesar's and give to God what is God.
He cleared the temple in Jerusalem by flipping tables and using a whip of cords to drive out money changers and animal sellers. He was enraged by the exploitation, greed, and dishonesty of those turning his father's house into a den of robbers.
Yeah, and
Okay.
that's also where the saying comes from: "Give to God what is God, and give to give to Caesar what is Caesar, and give to God what is God's." I believe that's actually what started it. He walked into the temple and he actually saw a coin that had Caesar's face on it, and that's what caused him to get outraged. Which,
Hang
once
on.
again, here's the
I was just reading. There's definitely several cross references, even in Nehemiah.
well, the Bible's a mixture of every religion that came before it.
Well,
That's why it's more cohesive.
Nehemiah is not really part of the Bible. Neither is Malachi. What version of the Bible are they referencing? Anyhow, we're getting way off of topic here.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Yeah, I am so sorry. We were talking about AI and we got way off topic.
Welcome to Mixed Signals, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, that was my bad. So, Anthropic's Claude can now use a person's computer to complete tasks as the company looks to create an AI agent that can rival the viral OpenClaw. I don't know what OpenClaw is. Never heard of it.
You don't know what OpenClaw is?
Nope. Never heard of it.
You never seen Toy Story? The Claw.
That's funny. We're going to have to add a little claw.
I love those green aliens. In Toy Story, those are like those and the Army Men.
Oh, yes.
They were my jam.
Oh, man. I love the Army Men from Toy Story so much. I used to play this game called Army Men, and I think it was...
Oh, which one? You know how many Army Men games there are?
I didn't play the RTS versions. I played the third-person shooters.
Yeah, when you're like in people's backyards and stuff, and you have like access to flamethrowers and stuff.
Those are my favorite games. They were so good.
I played those and the RTSs. We used to have them. Army Men 1 and 2.
Army Men 2, Sarge's Heroes. That was my jam.
And didn't they release some pretty cool ones for like the consoles? I think they even had one with like a proper third-person view.
There was one that came out that was Oh, hang on. Now I've got to. First, I'm going to pull up Sarge's Heroes.
Once again, welcome back to Mixed Signals. We're just a little mixed here.
This is gaming related, so we're talking about it. Sorry, folks. I love this game.
It's like, who doesn't love Army Men? I mean, like, the great thing about this, there's no blood, right? Because you're Army Men. You can literally melt them.
This is true. Nintendo 64.
It's great.
I cannot believe it's been around that long.
Boy, look how long we've been Gooners.
Jeez Louise.
Everybody's an Army Man, but that's a woman in the background.
Yep.
A fleshy human.
Yep. The one random fleshy character. God,
yep.
I love this game. I'm going to find a short clip because this is such a good game.
Just pull up the trailer.
Yeah.
Can't get in trouble for a trailer. I hope not, anyway.
But maybe. Here goes. Oh my gosh. Oh, the nostalgia. I gotta turn up that quality. Oh, it's as far as it goes.
Oh yeah, look at that quality. Yeah.
We're at 240p, ladies and gents. Gosh, so good.
I hate to say, I actually love older graphics. Some of them, like some of them, you just can't beat them. Yeah. Okay. See, I did not played Sergeant Hero. I played the ones that are more a top view.
Yeah, you played the RTS style games. Yeah.
Well, they're more like CRPGs, I guess.
Yeah, these are the ones that I played.
Well, we had a computer, so that was the. We got them in a pack. Do you remember when games, after a couple of years would go by, they would go in those $10 cases?
Yes.
Yeah, we got it in one of those, where it was like multiple games.
I'm pretty sure our copy of this game was pirated, because it came on a blue disc.
You guys have it for a computer?
It was PlayStation 1.
Disc.
Yeah.
Huh.
So, official PlayStation 1 discs either had a black backing or a gold backing. Blue backing was generally, that was a ripped CD.
You're talking when you turn them over, right?
Yep.
The silver part. Okay. We had some discs that were blue.
Yeah, most of those are generally limited run editions, or most of the time they're ripped copies.
Okay. I was gonna say, some of the blue ones we got from like, actual stores, still in the wrapping. Not thrift shops or anything. Like, I think we got one from a GameCube, GameStop. What is that one? It was a samurai game.
There's one that I played that it was an experimental game that it didn't ever get released, like, on any kind of public. But my dad somehow had a copy of it. And I've never met another person that's ever heard of this game in my life. But you played as, like, it's like a secret agent type situation, like you worked for the FBI, and your only weapon was a taser. So it was a stealth game with some combat. Only
Mandela
outdoor.
effect.
So
Anybody listening to this? We need to find this game. Lost Media.
every time I've looked into this, I hear Siphon or Deep Freeze or so there's a bunch of other games that get
Do
listed.
you remember what the character looks like?
Vaguely, but no, I've never found any images of the character.
Like tuxedo?
No.
Black caricature, black hair?
No. White guy, but he wore a ski mask and like a black, I don't know, jumper. Like one of those like jackets that are folded with the longer collars.
Yeah.
Like the wing collar type situation.
It's not Watchdog, obviously.
No. Everybody insisted that it was Deep Freeze 2. Or Deep Freeze 99. And it's not. Yeah, because I've never, ever played this game in my life.
Yeah, I never played Deep Freeze either. Once again, more of a computer. We had a really weird gaming evolution.
Siphon filter. Everybody thought this might be another one because it has a taser in it. But I was like, no, that's not it. It's not the game that I played.
So was your goal just trying to sneak around them, or were you taking them all out? And that's why you had the taser.
Taser is to take them all out.
Interesting.
Now, from what I understand, this game has a taser in it, but it's not the exclusive weapon that you use in the game.
Well, he said it was experimental too, so it could have went on to be one of these.
Yeah. Potentially. But it was only like 3 or 4 levels. It wasn't very big.
I mean, allegedly, Boot and Ginger's fucked an ostrich.
Good to know. Well, after being prompted, Claude can open apps on your computer, navigate a web browser, and fill in spreadsheets, Anthropic said. One prompt Anthropic demonstrated in a video posted Monday is a user running late for a meeting. The user asks Claude to export a pitch deck as a PDF file
Anthropics.
and attach it to a meeting invite. The video showed Claude carrying out the task. That's impressive. That's more like what people expect AI to do.
Yeah.
The latest update from Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Apparently, I was having a seizure.
Oh, okay. So the latest updates from Anthropic underscores the push from AI firms to create so-called agents that can autonomously carry out tasks on behalf of the user at any time of day. Agentic capabilities were thrust into the spotlight this year after the release of OpenClaw, which went viral. OpenClaw links to AI models from OpenAI and Anthropic. The user can message OpenClaw through popular apps like WhatsApp or Telegram to carry out tasks. Like Anthropic's new feature, OpenClaw runs locally on a user's device, giving it access to files. Well, I sort of do that already with Codex.
I mean, it needs to access your computer to do the thing. So if that's what you want, that's what you have to give up. That's the price outside the price.
I've already given that up because I have Windows 11.
Now, in my opinion, if you want to mess with a lot of this stuff, I don't think it's necessarily a bad idea, but be smart about it. Run it through like a, what do you call it, emulation? There you go, virtual version of Windows. Or a different computer.
My
Like
files
if
are
you had
way
money,
too
the
big to be
right, in
doing
my
that.
opinion, the right way they do that would have different computers for different circumstances,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
just so
I think my files are just too big to do that
on
with,
different networks.
because I don't think I want to be moving that entire tool into a virtual computer. Gosh, I don't even know how many files that tool is anymore. How many files is that thing?
Sure, you won't be showing your personal stuff.
My personal stuff is not visible on OBS.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You are good. What was that? Oh yeah, it's documents. I'm just looking real quick to see how many files large this thing is now.
We Bob Pogoing this.
No, I'm counting it.
So the audience are just sitting here looking at the article as you scroll through your computer.
That's right. Make them suffer.
Well, this
Okay.
is mixed signals. We,
So
we are a little wild.
I don't think I want to move 60 some odd files over every single time that I want to use an AI tool for coding.
Which is fair. I think you can also get AI to build your own similar system like that. But once again, you need the computing power, and this is why RAM's so expensive right now.
A lot of
Memory, I'm sorry, memory is so expensive.
a lot of what they're doing to keep it from giving full access to your computer is they use these they're little they're called workplaces that like Void is a good example of a workplace or a workspace, excuse me, where you basically give it access to files within that workspace, and that's the only thing that it can do.
Makes sense, sorry.
No, you're good. There's Void and Olama running Quinn on a 8-bit model or 8-byte model is relatively decent if you have a mid-range system. You have to increase the context window manually, otherwise it's not going to remember any of your instructions and it's going to get completely lost.
Yeah, or you run to like ChatGPT where it can only handle so much in a window and stuff like that. Like there are still limits.
And the other thing is you can also you can have it output to a document every time it does something. You can tell it, okay, well, keep note on this document at the end of it, just keep appending it with the most recent changes, and then you can feed that document to it so it can go over everything and see where it's at, like a fake memory.
Yeah, in its own code. So yeah, exactly. I don't know if that'd be a fake memory because it came from Grok, right? So it'd just be
Or whatever your...
it's Harry Potter memory polling. What it is, you're just pulling a memory out of your mind with your wand, right? And you're sticking the little water thing, and Grok's going, oh yeah, I remember this. You remember this too? Okay, yeah, what's up?
Yep, pretty much, basically. But yeah, so I think AI is going to be making a lot of really good changes in the next year. There's also going to, of course, be the bad that comes with it, but that's just kind of inevitable when you're talking about the rise of a tool like this.
It is, and things will either balance out or go out of control. Those about the only tipping points there are.
But yeah, oh, they do mention
What is that?
safeguards.
Today trending AI tech, and they look like little butt plugs. It's the ads. Boy, they sure make those clickable right underneath the
Yeah,
car.
I,
No, those look like butt plugs. Is I wrong?
I don't even know what those are supposed to be.
Butt plugs. They tell your your heart rate, your your mineral level. That's why it's in your anus.
Oh, Elon is gonna come out onto stage advertising these.
Yes, he will. The new X anus.
X anus.
Yes. Oh, the X anus link.
X
Neural.
anus. Like, Oh no, it's horrible.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Oh, but anyway, we did have some news that was adjacent to AI, so I want to talk about this semiconductor situation. Apparently they found a way to make them more efficient by just changing how they're shaped, basically.
Interesting.
So
Makes sense though.
here's what they said here. It's like a summary of a research document that they've published. Scientists found a clever way to supercharge ultra-thin semiconductors by reshaping the surface beneath them rather than altering the material itself. By placing a single atom layer thick of tungsten disulfide over tiny air cavities carved into a crystal, they create miniature light traps that dramatically boost the brightness and optical effects up to 20 times stronger emissions and 20 times stronger nonlinear signals. These hollow structures, called voids, concentrate light exactly where the material sits, overcoming a major limitation of atomically thin devices. This is phenomenal news because this means that
That is awesome.
semiconductors are about to get a whole lot cheaper.
I'm for that shit.
Me too. Atomically thin
Shit looks
semiconductors,
awesome too.
right? It sure does. I
Very
love this
sci-fi.
artwork.
They're doing good over there on Earth. Flurby sees agree.
That's right. Atomically thin semiconductors like tungsten disulfide, WS2, are emerging as key materials for the next generation photonic technologies. Even though they are only a single layer of atoms, they can host tightly bound excitons, which are electrons and hole pairs that interact strongly with light. These materials can also produce new colors of light through nonlinear optical effects, such as second harmonic generation. Because of these properties, they are promising for applications in quantum optic sensing and compact on-chip light sources. However, their extreme thinness also creates a challenge. With so little material available, light has limited interaction, which often results in weak emission and inefficient frequency conversion unless the surrounding photonic environment is carefully designed. Well, that's interesting. So they're basically turning little tiny spaces into little light. Well, you know, when you take a flashlight and you shine it into a aluminum bowl.
No, I've never done that. Wouldn't that just make it bright as shit?
Yes, basically, what they're talking about. You're just intensifying the light that comes into it.
Yeah.
It's pretty nifty.
I like that though.
Me too.
I like technology. Technology's cool.
Yeah, the rest of this is pretty high level jargon.
So they're not. They figured it out, but they're not. It's not in production, right? Like in
Basically,
mass.
yeah, it's more or less just they just did a proof of concept type thing.
Oh, so it's something we'll probably never see for a long time.
Oh yeah, most likely.
So it's like the quartz crystals, or the was it turning mercury into gold, or the Germany what is it? Invisible cloak technology.
Here we go. My browser froze for a moment there.
Bad browser, bad. I need to get a stick.
I know,
You need
right?
to get you need to give Kitty a stick.
So we mentioned the Dead by Daylight studio buying the 7 Days to Die team.
Yeah, I'm not for that.
I'm actually really sad about that because I enjoyed 7 Days to Die before it launched.
They've been going the crapper for a while. Do you know anything about what is that Blood Moon 7 or whatever it is?
Day
They
7?
actually released is that what it is?
Yeah, Day 7, there's a blood moon.
No, they released another game based in the 7 Days to Die universe that's a kind of like a battle royale hero shooter dumb thing,
Ew.
kind of like Fortnite with a kind of an interesting style, hand drawn with cell shading.
Okay, cool on the artwork, but
Yeah, you might want to look that up after this.
what's it called?
Just saying. I don't remember. Just type in 7 Days to
Fun
Die's other game,
Camps
maybe. Yeah, that's it. Fun Camps
games.
games. There it is. 7 Days Blood.
7 Days Blood Moon.
Yeah, they released that before I believe that was
Oh, Lord
official
have mercy.
1.0.
Let's turn that down. So, well, this is something else.
This kind of reminds you of a Fun Con with the whole Conan Exile. Oh, our business was about to go into the crapper. Everybody pre-ordered. I'm sorry, bought into early access for Conan Exile. We're gonna take half the profit, and we're gonna go get Secret World Legends and rebuild it. That no one plays anyway.
Yeah.
Like, no, we want you to put that money into Conan Exiles.
If
To give us the catapults.
If the Secret World would actually run worth a damn.
If they rebuilt it, actually, the idea that they had was a good idea, but they didn't change any of the animations or anything. The game still played like trash.
It still runs like garbage, even on my fairly high-end system.
Yeah, some games are just not optimized, and I actually believe that has to do with the engine.
Yeah. So I'm
okay. This trailer doesn't show nothing like gameplay wise. Find some gameplay.
Yeah, I was gonna
look
say,
at some pictures.
I don't think anybody
Welcome
would
to Mixed Signals, ladies and gentlemen.
I was gonna say I don't think anybody would be interested in that game based on that, because there was no gameplay or anything.
Isn't that what all games have to do? We gotta have some hyper realistic, or have realistic, like in that one, real actors play. A trailer,
Here's a gameplay
something
trailer.
you can never actually do in the game.
Oh.
Yeah, see, it actually looks kind of cool.
It's just a Borderlands.
It's Borderland-esque. Other games were doing this kind of art style for Borderlands, but that's the only thing people remembers. It's comic book style. Is this what you want in your stuff, D-Ray? This is what they're selling. They don't have money. They just gave up. They're like, fuck it, we don't want to be devs anymore.
I already lost interest. Look, you can play as a zombie. I already don't want to. Nope.
This is why anytime I ever thought about building a game, it was never a survival game, because I don't want to put years into it just to hate it and end up selling it off or something, or never be able to fix it. I'd rather release something small and simple. Something I know I can finish.
I want to build a survival game, but I only want to do it if I can actually do the things that I want to do with it.
Well, you can, but it takes a long time.
Oh, no.
Have you seen some of the survival games that are out there? Like, some are very, very freaking ancient.
What I want to do
whatever it's called
is going to require a team and not two people.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, no, this is just, I don't understand where they thought they were going with this.
It's the trend, battle royales and stuff. It's like, High Guard, Concord.
It hurts.
It's like everything else. Everybody just follows trends. You ever notice that it's when someone goes out of the box, the game blows up, and then for 5 years to 3 years later, all of a sudden everybody has the exact same game coming out.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And that's the problem. It's because, one thing's successful, we're all going to copy it. Stop. No, be creative.
Yeah, I think we're past a world where people can be creative. Unfortunately, we're in a world where for the first time in 30 years, the younger generation's IQ is lower than the more recent generations.
Yeah, but whose fault's that?
Everybody's.
Yeah, I agree with that. Everybody older than them should have taken care of them.
Yep. Yep.
But we don't live in, like a community anymore. I don't like towns. I really don't like cities. I think something more like a little small village would, or smarter ideas to have.
Unfortunately, I just don't see the world going that way ever again.
I actually see the world going like that more than not.
Nope, I don't think
Even if
so.
we go highly techno, or yeah,
I,
even if we go really high tech.
I think that full extinction is more likely.
Well, either we're gonna figure our way off this planet like we've done before, or that we die here, or we just go underground,
Yeah.
or we already have a backup plan and we're just not in the know.
Oh, there's definitely backups. There's already people in the our current White House that are buying nuclear bunkers.
That's been going on forever, dude.
It was some big news like 2 or 3 weeks ago that there was one of the White House peoples was buying a nuclear bunker.
Well, if I could afford it, I would live underground in like a nuclear bunker.
Me too. Oh, I would love to.
Because if you think about it, the temperatures, that one temperature always, no matter how cold or hot it is, if you go down far enough, it's like it's perfect. You don't have to worry about, tornadoes or anything. I guess you got to worry about floods unless you build on top of a mountain.
So, my dream underground home is the Hive from Resident Evil, the movie. That's what I want.
Too many rooms. You mean that's the civilization you want, right? Not your home.
No, that's my
Like
home.
you couldn't. It would
That's my
take you a
home.
year to get to the top. It would take you a year to get to the bottom.
That's the point.
You're gonna need a bathroom every what?
I don't want to
Mile?
see nobody.
Hello? Hello?
Every
Hello? Hello?
every floor there'd be like a garden.
So you just want to see gardens, no people.
No people, just a bunch of plants.
See, I'm not against seeing people. It's just I don't want to see everybody.
I just don't want to see nobody. If in a world where everybody wants to kill you, that's where I want to be. And that's the show for today. Thanks for tuning in to Mixed Signals, broadcasting across space, time, and questionable Wi-Fi from the planet Florbus.
If you enjoyed the chaos, the theories, and the occasional intelligent thought, make sure you follow the show and share it with someone whose signal is just as scrambled as yours.
And don't forget,
I'm Nox,
I'm Lynx.
and we are transmitting even more mixed signals on YouTube, where we continue our mission of confusing the galaxy one video at a time.
Until next time, keep your antenna up, your frequency open, and remember,
If the signal seems mixed, you're probably receiving the right broadcast.
see you next transmission.